And kickoff is about to start with a 9v7. Now All Stars do have the advantage. You know, a smart decision would be that they score as soon as possible before the players join, as they have like a really strong advantage right now. But Real now starts off the attack, but no more talking. Does stay comfortable. Real steals it right away, but no more talking. Decides to claim his ball back and straight to Vcans. Vcans now passes it back to Atom, star player, straight to Domixo, to Atom. Now if we do see Galaxy score with 2 less men than All Stars, then you know it would set off the tone. However, Vcans now stays comfortable with it, but Chainsy, but Noah's view is staying comfortable and it dribbles right past Chainsy very comfortably now. But Noah's view sees Atom, but might have to take the shot himself, and he does. Wow. 1-0. Now Galaxy do have one more player than they just did, and they did score just with 7. So realistically All Stars would be struggling a lot more. But now Jaden goes through the right, sees Senku Jake, sees the middle, but gets a little bit closer and he does chip it away. But Real takes it, but Senku Jake, and another beautiful block. But Noah's view now comfortably, Chainsy right on his tail, and Ached trying to get it through, but dribbles past both Chainsy and tries to find a few options, but Vcans is the only one. Domixo making that run down the left, and gets it straight to Domixo, and now Dom sees the middle but cleared away. Beautiful defense, but straight to Damps, where it will be getting through to the right. Now Atom, he was just in the box, but Domixo gets it through the middle. Low form now to Vcans, but cleared away to Rio, surrounded by 3 Galaxy defenders. Has to try and pass it back, and he does pass it to Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce to Acid now. Acid, he does have the hat of LeBron James, but can he perform like it? Now, a beautiful 3 ball to Senku Jake. I don't know if that was intentional, but it did end up working out. Now Pix takes a shot and a beautiful goal. Now kick off again. Now as stated, All Stars need to score 5 more goals to at least draw with Galaxy, and knowing them, it will be not that hard, but it is outside. Free kick now. Jaden taking the free kick, passes it back to Ached. Senku Jake wide open down the left, has plenty of time to think about it, sees a few options down the box, but Galaxy dropping back, willing to not willing to let them score a few goals. But Vcans takes it away from Acid, tries to send him, but passes it completely back. I'm sensing they might try and waste a little bit of time, but no more talking. Open down the left, sees Domixo, and now Damp is gonna have to get past Damp, but again just keeps passing it back to Solar. Solar now being pressured by Rolls Royce. I feel like they're just wasting this time, but I think that's the game plan. As they're 5 goals ahead now. Damp goes down the right, has plenty of space, but Acid slowly catching up to him as he runs out of stamina. But could have been a successful ball, but it does go through Atom. Shot hits the crossbar. Now Chainsy on his tail, but gets it through to Acid. Acid now, you know, it could have been 2-1 here after Solar has been wasting a little bit of time, but now 4 minutes have passed by and only 2 goals have scored. Also are going to have to pick up the pace a little bit here. Tries to get a through ball to Pix, and it does get it through. Shot, what a save by Solar. Now Solar, he's going to have to get it through to either Damps or Dom, and he does decide to go through with Dom. Sets it through to no more talking. Gets it right to Damp. Damp against Senku Jake. No more talking, passes it straight back to Solar. it might just waste a lot more time, which is a bit annoying. However, it is a smart play, depending on how much extra time the referee decides to add. Damp sees the run through to Noas, gets it through to the right. Low foam against Acid. Low foam though sees a few options, decides to try and waste a little bit more time by dribbling past Acid, unless he's trying to get past, but he does get intercepted when Atom was just trying to make that run. A bit unlucky. Acid looks back at Low foam, a bit of a cheeky play there, but Pix has a bit of space, but Dom slowly closing in on him. Sees a few options down the attack, but it's 5 defenders against 2 attackers with a few options down wide. Chainsy goes through the middle. Senku Jake, he's gonna have to through a bullet or a driven. Does go for a driven, but straight to Atom, known for his mossing, as he drops back to defense. But Ached tries to steal it, but doesn't really succeed with that. Noas sees Vkans down the right. I'll be intrigued if he does get it through, but he doesn't. Sees a better pass to Atom, and it does really go through. But Atom not in the space that we need him. You know, you would prefer him to be in the box to try and moss that, but does get a decent pass to Low foam. Gets above Chainsy. Save by Shaz. What a save. Rolls Royce now might see a counter attack with 2 minutes left on the clock. You know, on average they're gonna have to score a goal every 2 minutes, which is possible, but knowing Galaxy, they might try and waste a little bit of time as soon as All Stars try and score more goals. Jaden, comfortable, but still stolen again, but Dom, I don't know what Jaden was doing, but Dom takes it comfortably from Jaden. Now Low foam might get it through down the middle, and he does get it to Noas. Noas, known for his attacking, and he does. What a shot, and top bins. Beautiful. Now Rio gets it through to Pix. RVN sees a few options down the right, but he's surrounded by Galaxy players, but they've kind of ran away from him there. But tries to get it through to Real, but Atom flicks it past. Instant mossing, but Noas now has a bit of space to think about it with Muski, a new substitute, and Vkats slowly trailing back, but Noas into the box. Might try and dribble past, then he does, but gets it through to Vkans, but Acid steals it away and dribbles past Atom, and very comfortably and very composed attacking as a defender. But Jaden, despite letting a goal through, let's see if something happens here. Jaden, he's gonna have to cross it in, and he does get it to Rolls Royce. Beautiful. Senku Jake slowly coming up front, and it's a bit wide. Unlucky. Now Solar, he's gonna get it through to Dom, to Low foam now. Low foam sees Damps. Atom trying to make that run down the right. Senku Drake leaving him be, but applies that pressure right back, and Atom does indeed get past Senku. Gets it through to Muski. What a must, and what a goal by Muski. Now the aggregate score of 3-10 to Galaxy. Now it is still possible for All Stars to you know, get a comeback in, but it would be extremely difficult at this moment of time. Now straight to Acid. It is gonna call last attack, I think, but headed away. Wow. But Vkans, and it's half time. Now second half does start. Atom accidentally gets it through to Low foam, but you know, does get it back right at him. And now Noas, comfortable with it as 2 defenders are surrounded him, does try and dribble past, and he does. What a goal by Noas again, the current favourite for man of the match. Now Pix starts off the kickoff, but now Jaden taking his time. Now All Stars are gonna have to score 8 goals in this half, which is, you know, quicker than a goal in a minute. But Rolls Royce, beautiful touch, but blocked by Tamp, saving him, and he does try and dribble past. And showing a bit of flair there. Now Vikans sees Atom down the right, but decides to go through the Dom now, and Shady on the left, but Jaden steals it right away with a little look back as well. Jaden flicks it through, but low form takes it right away, showing them that the attack isn't as strong now. Shady sees Senku Jake and Atom up top, does get it through to Atom, hits a crossbar and Senku Jake steals it right away. Acid sees a few options, but Vikans stops it in time to try and block that. Driven, but saved by Shaz. He's not gonna let that go through. Acid steals it. I mean, not steals it. It does take a touch of the pass. Rio down the left with Rolls Royce and picks up front. Jaden goes up front. Might have to get it through, and he does to Rio. Blocked by Tams. Nearly flicked it in his own net, but what a performance by him in this game so far. Noas has a lot of space with Atom and Shady right on his line as well. Noas might have to dribble through, but Atom, beautiful positioning, hits the post though. Through Shady though. Shot, hits the post again to Noas. Blocked by the All-Stars defense in the inner, but Real tries to get it through to Rolls Royce. Depending on the summoner, he might be able to get this, but doesn't as Dom reaches it. It's straight back to Solar. Now, no more talking, wasting a bit of time. And he gets it straight to Shady. Shady down the left. We're gonna see, I'm assuming, quite a bit of extra time as usual, as Galaxy have indeed wasted a little bit of time, but beautiful 3-ball to low form as it misses the attackers. Atom block. Wow. Acid now tries to run through. Solar off his line. If he can try and get it forward, then he might be able to get an easy goal through. Acid gets it past Dominic. So is it a goal? Oh, what a goal by Acid. Wow, what is the goalkeeper doing? Now 11-4 aggregate, 7 more goals to go in less than 5 minutes. People would say it's already over, but also I don't think they would be giving up at this moment of time unless they try and do something a bit more special here. Dom finds Atom, but he's a bit too far back here, and sees Real. Acid slowly making his way up. Acid doing an amazing job for his team at this current of time. Meadowson falls onto the pitch. Acid does an amazing job, gets it through to the middle. Wow, what a save by Solar. You can really tell how well Acid is doing for his team. Despite losing 11-4 in aggregate, Acid has been one of the key players for All Stars, and he deserves that recognition here. Shady down the left with Noas and Atom into the box. Noas, wow, what a save by Shaz. Acid sees it, finds a few options. If he can get it through to Pixie, Pixar thingy, but tries to dribble through Vikans, but Acid steals it right back. Decides to look back at Vikans, teasing him a little bit, and slowly running out of stamina, which is why I thingy. But what kind of shot was that? But Solar, easy save. Now Damp straight to Atom with 3 minutes left on the clock. Low form tries to get it through, but Chainsy locking him off. Rolls Royce straight to Senku Jake. Senku Jake has a bit of space on the left with 3 attackers down the right side, and Rio somehow takes it away. I don't know how Dom didn't get that, but Rio showing a bit of spinach, a bit of flair as against Dominic. So gets it through. What a goal! Wow, quick shot. Now 3 minutes left on the clock, with All Stars having to score 6 goals, which means like a goal every 30 seconds, which is very hard. But Might be still possible. Real now decides to try and get it through, but the Galaxy attackers, defenders surrounding him with Pix RVN now. Pix gets it through, but Shady intercepts that. But now Dom now sees a few options and he gets it through to Noas. Atom slowly with Chainsy and Echt keeping them on side. Echt gets it through, but a bit too powerful, but Vcans safely claiming that ball back. He's going to have to cross it in with 3 attackers in the box. Does it go 3? And it does. Wow. Beautiful shot by Noas. I don't know why he's not taking the and passes it right to the referee. What's going on? Okay. Something's going. What's going? Okay. Okay. Acid. I think even he's a little bit lost. But if All Stars do want to win this, they're gonna have to auto them in less than 2 minutes. I think now they're just having a bit of fun. But gets it through. Shady goes for the long shot and it does go through. 6-3. It's impossible for them to come back now. Wow. 8 now. Might just, try and get it through. Rolls Royce now. Bit wide, but gets it straight to Vcans. Jaden couldn't really get it through, but Shady sees Noas. Might just try and show off at this point against Senku Jake. Against Senku Jake. Oh, I can smell a goal already. Wow. Oh, what a save by Shaz. I don't know. But even though, he's like quite a few goals go through, he has gotten a decent amount of saves. Rolls Royce sees Chainsy against Vcans. Vcans is just everywhere at this point. But Acid now. Acid outside the box. Might try and get the shot through. But Atom steals it right away. But straight back to Pix. Shot. And no more talking. Blocks it in the inner. But Domna gets it through to Shady. A lot of space to think about it with Noas and Vcans up front, but Vcans gets the touch, but Senku Jake steals it away from him. Now low form tries to steal it, but Rolls Royce and Pix do end up stealing right back. Acid though, with 20 seconds left on the clock, Solo might try and do something here. And with Jaden right on his tail, but decides to pass it to Shady with Atom right next to him. But 4 attackers in the box now. Probably get a must do, but Shady might be trying to lead the few defenders out. But save again by Shady. What?